those people. What they do in their own home or what they want to do is their choice.
See, like, here's the thing.
Them and God, that has nothing to do with you.
I cannot stand people who shove their religion down people's throats and preach like they're better, because it makes the problem with religion is it's used to make people feel better about the terrible, terrible, terrible things they do, because people are inherently awful creatures. We should not exist, and we're all god awful.
Yeah.
But by using organized religion, we make people feel better about themselves by saying, "Oh, well, it's a sin, but I'm donating to this church, or I'm worshiping one day out of the year, so." One day out of the week, so I can make myself feel better about cheating on my spouse, or stealing that money, or treating that homeless person like garbage. That's the problem.
But can we just take a minute to say that the dude who made the fucking quote-unquote, I'm just gonna call them the rules, or whatever, of Christianity, where was his, like, it's like, oh yeah, this dude, totally named God, just came down and said that these are the rules and you have to listen to me.
Technically, he didn't come down. I think it was a tablet, wasn't it?
That's 10 Commandments, different thing.
But what was your question for me? How did the
Big Bang?
Yeah. See, when
that was my name in high school.
When it comes to, like, how everything was created, I believe that science was made. I believe that, like, two, like, stars or whatever collided or whatever, and
two stars collided.
Well, I don't fucking know.
Alright.
Or, like, whatever, something happened, and then
Need a name for believing in science. I got it. Scientology. Wait.
Oh, yes, brilliant.
Wait. Wait.
But listen, I have the talking stick. Shut up. Shut up. I believe that the universe and everything within it was created by, the Big Bang. But I do believe that there is, like, I do believe that, it was created within this Big Bang, but then other things were also created, because I am Norse paganism, right? So, I believe that within that Big Bang, there was also, like, different realms created, right? So we have our one, which is where we're all in, and that's, evolution, blah, 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 that whole bullshit. And then there's others that have, like, there's Helheim, there's Valhalla, there's all that stuff, right? And then...
Damn, Dippy.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Instantly struck down by God.
Is he masturbating again?
Taylor?
What?
Oh,
I like that he answered. He's like, wait, you talking about me?
Wait, what?
No.
Whoa.
You literally said Taylor before I said that.
God damn it, TA. We told you to stop masturbating on the mic.
No.
This is getting unhealthy.
Said Taylor, so I responded.
We know a woman is talking in the general vicinity, but Jesus Christ, man.
Do a sandwich.
Oh, fuck, Jason.
Not gonna make you a sandwich. Oh.
Are you
Do you need to go disappear for 4 hours again, Jason?
I mean, yeah.
Look, Taylor, look. There's a big difference
I would
between
very much
banging his
disappear.
girlfriend, banging his girlfriend, and spanking your wanky. Like, there's a completely different logic context.
On
like,
mic. It's not like I left it unmuted and I was like, here, guys, listen to this Hiya!
Like, listen,
like,
you're
get bragging rights for that. You can't.
Yeah. Yeah, if he wants to bang his girlfriend for 4 hours and he does it good, then hey, kudos to him. He good job, right? If you want to like spank your pank and like whatever for 4 hours, you got an issue, bro.
Dude, if you last 4 hours, you got a problem.
Dude, if you're just like if you're doing it for 4 hours and you don't do anything till at the end of those 4 hours, then you probably want to get that checked. Yeah, because you probably have a blockage.
If you suffer from an erection lasting 4 or more hours, contact your doctor.
Like, I get that you're like, you know, you're searching for the porn, you know, you probably spend a little bit going after that, and you're trying to
Yeah,
find
that
a
takes
good
like 2
spot or
minutes.
whatever. And then you're like, oh well, now they're
Anyway,
talking,
old
and it's
people.
the now they're now they're
God,
doing
dude,
that
that's
lead
what
up.
you're winking into? Jesus Christ!
He's winking
Oh,
into
dude,
what?
that's
What the
disgusting.
fuck, Tyler?
Why did you say old people on this conversation? That does not help your case at all, Taylor.
What does
Jesus
I'm
Tyler's
saying
fetish
old
have
people
to
in
do
this
with this?
conversation because we're talking about someone who wants to murder eugenics. We're talking to someone. I'm being lectured by
Christ,
someone
Taylor.
who's literally into eugenics.
Eugenics or spanking your wanky? Which one's worse? Let's find out.
What the hell is eugenics?
Yeah.
Ah. Ghosts? I believe in them. Because I've experienced
But what do you
ghosts.
believe they are?
Well, it can all depend on like
Well,
how
that's a
they've
good
died.
question.
Because I believe that when somebody dies, depending on how they died, like if they died in traumatic ways, like they were murdered or they died of sickness or something like that, they have a reason to stay, and that energy that they have prevents them from heading to where they need to be and where they should go. The way to get to Valhalla is it's kind of you have to have died not violently but like valiantly, like in battle, right?
That's called Valhalla.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, okay. I wasn't paying attention.
To get to Valhalla, you have to die valiantly, and you have to
Not
be
spanking your wanky for 4
no.
Damn it.
What the fuck, Tyler?
You have to the way you
Well, I
have to
guess
fight.
I'm out of Valhalla.
Yeah, you have to fight like at a great battle, and you have to die from battle, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're about
And
to
if
die
you
in
die,
96. Shit, I gotta go to Valhalla. Quick, I challenge you to a duel.
I win.
Joke's on you, I killed myself. What a weird time to be alive.
Excuse me, dying.
You know what? Actually, wait.
If you die,
Considering
but
the
here's
fact
the
that
thing.
Vikings come from Nordic
I'm
cultures.
talking. Just because I was dying does not mean I revoked my talking stick. It's still mine, bitch. If you die in battle, you head to. If you die, and basically just if you die in a super awesome way, you're going to Valheim. If you die from like,
Some would argue spanking your wanky for 4 hours is an awesome way to die. Depending on
if you if you die from basically like
There's a quest in The
sickness
Witcher
or
just
whatever,
like that.
or if you die from self-mutilation, you're going to hell. Helheim, who's ruled by Hela, the giant who's like half rotten, whatever. And you know that's where you would go. But I believe that some of them have just too much energy, too much unfinished business, and then once they finish that business, then they'll go where they need to go. But
like they have to spank their wanky for like an extra hour.
Yeah.
In front of somebody.
Yeah. But I also feel that if
Which is why they're
you
never
have if you have good intentions, like you die and then you're like, I have to go back to protect somebody, then that's you're not necessarily a ghost, you're more of just
You
like
become a Stelphos from Legend of Zelda.
Yes. You just kind of vibe. And then you just prevent bad things from happening to that person. And then once one big, like you say, oh, this person's got into a car accident, I have to help them. You know, and they're going to die. If I don't help them, then, you know, they won't be able to get where I want them to go. So then you help them, that person would help them, and then they would survive, and then be like, I did what I need to do. Peace out. I gotta put my nose. Ugh.
If anybody's curious, I don't believe. What?
One more time, Jason.
Oh, I said, if anybody's curious, I don't believe in ghosts.
The only reason I believe in them is because I've experienced a few.
So by nature of my religion, I am not allowed to believe ghosts are ghosts. I do believe there is some sort of entity, but I think it's more multiverse theory. Like,
Poltergeist.
so think about this, right? There's something called string theory. Basically, a bunch of universes simultaneously existing. I think ghosts are a lot like the Mandela effect, or Bearstein or Bearstein bears. Well, it's more like think of an entity rather than an entity of paranormal, because technically paranormal is anything that is not explained by science. Think of
True.
like somebody on another universe at the same place as you are, and there's like the fabric of those two realities is stretched out a little bit, and like what we perceive as a ghost is just somebody like walking their dog in their universe, but it looks weird to us because part of that energy from that universe is crossing with ours. Think of it like an orbit. So think of a bunch of galaxies and a bunch of universes orbiting each other. So when their orbits come close together, the two universes can cross at some point. So that's what I think a ghost, at least as what we perceive as a ghost, would be.
It's a fair theory.
Because by nature of my religion, you can't believe in a ghost, because believing in a ghost means you can't believe in a god.
What?
So there's only hell, purgatory, and heaven. There's nothing else.
Who's to say that being a ghost isn't purgatory?
It's not, because purgatory is not what that is. That is not what purgatory is.
How can you be sure?
Depending on, because that's not what the definition of purgatory is. Purgatory is a waiting room. You don't do anything, you just wait for judgment. You sit in a chair, basically.
But who said that?
Can't hunt. God. It's in the Bible.
I know, but who made the Bible?
God. Well, God's disciples. That's fair. And again, that's your choice.
You know what's also in the Bible? A guy wanting to have threesome with 2 twin underage girls.
Now, there's a lot of questionable things in the Bible, like Leviticus.
Yeah.
The entire book of Leviticus is awful. Incest is approved. Bible approved, everybody.
So,
Bible approved.
All sorts of things. I like to think that the Bible is a mix of truth and stick.
Exactly. So who's to say that purgatory isn't exactly truthful in the Bible?
Just my opinion.
See, my mom is, I forget what it's like actually called, but it's basically a lazy form of Christianity.
You could argue that's what I believe.
In the sense that,
like Easter Day?
No.
I personally believe in last Thursdayism.
But it's basically you believe in God and hell and heaven and whatever.
That's crazy.
But you don't do anything else. You don't go to church. You don't follow any of that rules. Nothing, but you're just like, yeah, there's a God.
It just sounds like being lazy.
That's why that's what I call, like, that's what I say, you know, lazy Christianity.
Is that what old people do? Because all they do is go to church every fucking Sunday? And they're like,
Yeah.
So, the reason I don't go to church is because I've been to church.
I went to church like twice and I hated it.
Oftentimes it just turns into a gossip club.
Mm-hmm.
And it's give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money.
Yeah.
Philanthropy and religion are not the same thing, though most people make mistakes for being the same thing.
Blah.
I just work here.
I remember
inherently is awful.
I was in Cub Scouts. And and we had this
R.I.P.
sleepover that would happen like once a year.
Oh no.
And
The only time, you remember that one time at band camp, or in Taylor's case, that one time at church camp?
What happened?
But did that happen?
Taylor got raped in a shower.
No fucking way.
Yeah, Taylor got raped in the shower by some crazy lady. When he went to church camp. When he used to disappear for weeks at a time, he used to go to church camp. Tell the story, Taylor. You remember.
When the assistant
You
pastor's
How
adopted
could I
daughter...
forget?
Taylor got
So,
raped in a church
Tyler
shower.
is actually overselling it. Basically,
I was
the
there.
assistant pastor's adopted daughter, decided that she was going to walk into the men's shower and just start singing in the lobby of it. No, it was Nordic.
Taylor, this is where Taylor's
Nordic.
Spanky Winky comes from.
If she started singing the Skyrim theme song, you should have taken it, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. But
What is that?
at the sleepover we would have these like it was like a potluck, right? And they had these speakers set up, and these guys would hide upstairs, and they would talk on this. They hit the speakers, and they hit the speakers, and everybody would go upstairs and be like, "Children, it's me, God."
Oh damn!
We're gonna sing Johnny Appleseed together. And I was like, "What the fuck is happening? What the fuck are these people doing?" They were singing.
That is a cult.
This guy. I don't think it was a cult because there was like Cubs, Scouts, Beavers, that whole shit, right? So there was like little kids there, and we were singing. And they were singing Johnny.
Cults too. Don't discriminate.
Very true, but
little kid cults are real.
But
it was just Club weird. Of America all got absolutely annihilated because all the pedophilia. It was like Kevin Spacey's breeding ground right there.
Oh yeah. But I remember what was actually cool was when I went to Scouts, we had the same sleepover, and before when I was in Cubs, we literally slept on the floor of the it was like the hard tile.
Couldn't afford like beds.
Well, no,
maybe
it was like we had to like camp. We had like our camping gear and everything, and we were just sleeping on the tile floor like in a big group. And then when I went to Scouts, we went into the back room, which overlooked the church.
Oh no!
There was only 5 of us. There was only 5 of us. We were in like the fucking band room or something. And
5 entries, 1 return.
We got fucking.
This is why she's actually Hitler, because she like Squid Game, but with like 5 Cub Scouts.
No, there was nothing sexual that went on in.
I didn't say sexual. I said
he was talking about Hunger Games.
I said Squid Game, not the Squid Game.
Modern version Squid Game.
I said Squid Game, not Squirt Game.
But
continue.
I'm sorry. I'm struggling.
Do you remember?
But we fucking had one of those fucking box TVs, fucking GameCube.
Oh, CRTV, yeah.
Yeah, we have hooked it up.
Like that I said it first, and Taylor, to make himself sound smart, repeated immediately.
He was literally saying the same thing, Tyler.
We hooked up a GameCube and we fucking played like fucking Sonic and shit. And Sonic. And then we watched a bunch of movies and we had a bunch of like candy and shit. It was great. And then in the morning we had to go to church.
I ever saw was a camp movie, Friday the 13th.
Oh, I made out with somebody at camp one time.
Yeah, you guys know Battlefield 2042? Screenshot.
Astronaut in the ocean. It's a big boy. But yeah, I made out with a guy at camp one time.
This one time at band camp?
One time at band camp?
One time at band camp, a guy put his finger at my butt. No. But what was funny is we didn't see each other for a while after that, and then because he dipped, and then he came back one day, and he was like, "Yeah, so what happened? Like at that camp, you know, that was like that wasn't me." I'm like, "Okay, cool, that was great."
Oh wow!
That was like he wasn't even.
Do you remember?
I was like fucking 13.
I was younger. My thought process was like, I could get a girlfriend, but I think I'll wait until I have my life figured out. And then all of a sudden I was 23 and never kissed a girl, and I was like, well, this escalated quickly.
Yeah.
My buddy wants to take me out the end of this year.
This one time at band camp?
I'm gonna take you to a strip club, and I'm like, why? He's like, you need to get laid. I'm like, so we
You're
should
not
go
gonna get laid at a strip club.
That's what I said. And he's like, I have my ways. He's a big old black guy. He don't give a shit.
Damn.
Okay,
He's
I gotta
like,
go.
He's gonna
Get
rape
ready
you.
for work. So I'll talk to you guys later.
Later.
Right,
Bye.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, Devon's like, we're gonna go have some fun. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. Apparently got permission from his wife to take me out or whatever. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but apparently we're going to a strip club. So you know. Devon's great. He's like 6'2", big old black guy.
Like you're making this not very sound good about yourself.
I'm not getting laid by the black guy.
You're getting raped by the black dude.
Nah, Devon's too cool. I think it'll be okay.
Oh, so it's not gonna be rape. It's gonna